In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 NHL games happening on March 26, 2022. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets. As we provide these videos on a daily basis, I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 NHL games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive betting picks to take your sports betting journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer anywhere from 2 betting picks a day up to 10 betting picks a day and much more. Now let's get started. New Jersey Devils versus Washington Capitals. The New Jersey Devils face the Washington Capitals, with both teams heading in opposite directions this season. The Devils have only won 23 of their 64 games, with only 1 win in their last 5 games, while the Capitals have won 36 of their 66 games this season. The Devils are looking to climb out of last place in the Metropolitan Division, while the Capitals look to maintain their wild card spot in the Eastern Conference playoffs, making the upcoming game a crucial one for both teams. The Capitals are the home team here, which will assist in any fatigue, and New Jersey is not a team the Capitals should lose to. They will be rolling with their current starter Vitek Vanecek, who will be highly motivated as he looks to end his personal 2-game losing streak. Washington can't take the Metropolitan's worst team lightly, as they do have some great young players, and have beaten the New York Rangers in a recent 7-4 blowout. Goaltending has been terrible for New Jersey this season. They rank 29th in goals against per game. This is not ideal when facing a high-powered Capitals offense. Washington ranks 9th in goals per game and 15th in shots per game. Ovechkin has 41 goals this season, and he ranks top 10 in points and is tied for 3rd in goals in the league. Evgeny Kuznetsov has 22 goals and 42 assists on the season, and he has 1 point or more in 11 straight games. Washington has dominated New Jersey lately, going 9-0-1 in the last 10 games against the Devils. While they've been inconsistent, the Capitals will prove victorious in their 2nd straight game, so the Washington Capitals money line is our full game side pick. Both teams have been led by potent offenses recently that look poised to find the back of the net throughout the game. The Capitals, who average 3.26 goals per game, should find plenty of scoring chances against a Devils defense that has allowed 25 goals in the last 5 games, with Alexander Ovechkin, Tom Wilson, and the rest of the forward unit creating open shots with great puck movement in the offensive zone and finding the back of the net with effective shots from the face-off circles. The Devils, who average 3.05 goals per game, should run up the score with Jesper Bratt, Jack Hughes, Dawson Mercer, and the rest of the forward unit crashing the net on the odd man rush and finding open shots with a strong offensive zone presence, while Dougie Hamilton and Damon Severson pick apart the Capitals' defense from the point. Washington scored 3 goals or more in 8 out of the last 10 games, and they rank 9th in goals per game and 15th in shots per game. Ovechkin ranks top 10 in points and is tied for 3rd in goals in the league. Evgeny Kuznetsov has 22 goals and 42 assists on the season, and he has 1 point or more in 11 straight games. Goaltending has been poor for New Jersey. They rank 29th in goals against per game. Washington averages 3.90 goals per game over the last 10 games against the Devils. The over is 6-4 in the last 10 games between these two teams. New Jersey will not stop Washington's offense. The Devils have done a fair job scoring as of late, and the Capitals, well, they have Alex Ovechkin, which can be an advantage in itself. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. Columbus Blue Jackets versus Minnesota Wild. The Columbus Blue Jackets face the Minnesota Wild, with both teams looking to improve in the push for the playoffs. The Blue Jackets have won 32 of their 65 games and remain on the outside of the Eastern Conference playoffs looking in, while the Wild have won 38 of their 62 games and are on a 4-game winning streak. The Blue Jackets hope to make up ground in the Metropolitan Division, while the Wild look to improve in the Central Division and the Western Conference playoff picture, and the upcoming game should be a great one as a result. On the season, the Columbus Blue Jackets have a per-game scoring differential of -0.44. Things haven't gone any better on the road, as they are losing road games by an average of -0.77 goals. Heading into their game with the Minnesota Wild, the Blue Jackets have a 3-2 record over their past 5 contests. In these games, they have scored 18 goals, accounting for 46.0% of the overall scoring. A key to this recent success is the fact that they have outscored their usual output of 3.23 goals per game 3 times. In what should be a closely contested matchup, look for the Blue Jackets to pick up the upset win over Minnesota, so the Columbus Blue Jackets money line is our full game side pick. Both the Blue Jackets and the Wild have been led by their offenses all season, and both forward units look to step up and find the back of the net throughout the game. The Blue Jackets, who average 3.23 goals per game, should pile on the goals with Patrick Lane, Oliver Bjorkstrand, and the rest of the forward unit carrying the puck into the offensive zone and creating open shots with great puck movement in the offensive zone, while Zach Werenski opens up the offense from the point. The Wild, who average 3.65 goals per game, should run up the score with Kirill Kaprizov, Ryan Hartman, Kevin Fiala, and the rest of the forward unit crashing the net on the odd man rush and finding open shots with great centering passes to pick apart a Blue Jackets defense that is allowing 3.70 goals per game. In Columbus's 64 games, the over has hit in over half of their games, going 39 to 22 to 3. So far, taking the over when the Blue Jackets are playing away from home has been a good bet with an over-under record of 17 to 12 to 1. On the season, 72% of Columbus's games have gone for at least 6 goals or more, with 47% of the scoring coming from the Blue Jackets. In Minnesota's 62 games, the over has hit in over half of their games, going 37 to 23 to 2. So far, taking the over when the Wild are playing at home has been a good bet with an over-under record of 20 to 8 to 1. On the season, 65% of Minnesota's games have gone for at least 6 goals or more, with 54% of the scoring coming from the Wild. Look for this to be a high-scoring affair. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. Carolina Hurricanes versus St. Louis Blues. The Carolina Hurricanes face the St. Louis Blues, with both teams having incredible seasons and looking poised to compete for the Stanley Cup. The Hurricanes have won 42 of their 64 games, while the Blues have won 35 of their 63 games, but have only won 3 of their last 10 games. The Hurricanes look to remain in first place in the Metropolitan Division, while the Blues look to make up ground in the Central Division, and the upcoming game should be a great one as a result. Carolina is 1-5 in their last 6 games overall and 0-4 in their last 4 road games, while the under is 5-1 in their last 6 games played on 1 day's rest. St. Louis is 1-4 in their last 5 games overall and 1-4 in their last 5 home games, while the under is 8-2-1 in their last 11 games overall. Carolina has lost 5 out of their last 6 games overall, and they're heading into a hostile environment tonight. The Blues lost on Thursday night, but they should be fired up and ready to go for this Saturday night clash. The key metric here is the Blues' offense. Historically, it's seen that St. Louis has relied on its defense, but not this year. While they're still strong on the defensive end, St. Louis is a serious threat in the offensive zone. They're scoring the 5th most goals per game at 3.5. Being that they're home and the Enterprise Center will be rocking, they have the clear advantage. St. Louis also has the best shooting percentage and 3rd best power play in the league, so the St. Louis money line is our full game side pick. Both teams have great defenses that look to step up and control this game. The Hurricanes, who allow only 2.38 goals per game, should limit the Blues' offense with Jakob Slavin, Brady Eske, and the rest of the defensive unit stepping up at the blue line and cutting off angles to the net on the rush while limiting shots on the net, allowing goaltender Frederik Andersen to make plenty of easy saves in the net. The Blues, who allow only 2.81 goals per game, should eliminate and potentially shut out the Hurricanes' offense with Justin Falk, Colton Parayko, Marco Scandella, and the rest of the defensive unit forcing turnovers in the neutral zone and defensive zone, while goaltender Bill Husso blanks the Hurricanes' shots on the net. I get the case to be made for both sides in this one, as this is a fairly high-profile NHL matchup with the 2 sides involved. However, these are also 2 teams that are struggling despite the fact that you may not expect it from these 2. And I think both sides will throw everything at the wall here to make sure they are on the right side of the decision in this one. I think we see a 3-2 game whichever way you slice it. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.